My free time, my rules. Hi. My name is Chloe Nguyen. I'm 32 years old, and I live in Melbourne, Australia. I work as a customer service manager in a big company, which means I spend a lot of my week solving problems, answering calls, and organizing schedules. But this story isn't about my job. It's about what I do when my work laptop closes, my phone goes silent, and my free time starts. Because honestly, my leisure activities are what keep me happy, balanced, and a little bit sane. Let me take you through my favorite ways to spend my free time. 1. Saturday mornings. My book cafe ritual. My favorite day of the week is Saturday. I wake up early, not because I have to, but because I want to. I get dressed, grab my reusable cup, and walk to my favorite local cafe. It's small, cozy, and smells like fresh muffins. I order a cappuccino and sit by the window with a good novel. Sometimes I read mystery books, other times romance or sci-fi. I always keep a pen with me to underline quotes I love. It's my little ritual. Good coffee, good book, no rush. No emails, no meetings, just me and the story. 2. Crafting Sundays. On Sundays, I switch my phone to silent mode and spend a few hours doing arts and crafts. It's something I learned from my grandmother, who used to sew quilts. Now, I like making handmade cards, scrapbooks, and small DIY decorations for my apartment. Sometimes I paint or make candles too. For me, crafting is like meditation. I put on soft music, maybe some jazz or acoustic guitar, and focus only on my hands and my creativity. When my friends visit and see my colorful shelves, they always say, "You should sell these." But for now, it's just my hobby, my happy place. 3. Movie nights with friends. Once a week, usually Friday night, my friends and I have movie night. We take turns picking a film. Sometimes it's a classic, like The Shawshank Redemption or Pulp Fiction. Other times it's a silly comedy or a new Marvel movie. We bring snacks, popcorn, chips, chocolate, and we argue about the plot. My best friend, Maya, loves horror. I hate it. So we always negotiate, one horror film for every 2 comedies. It's not just about the movies, it's about laughing together, staying up late, and sharing opinions. 4. Hiking and nature walks. I love living in Melbourne, but city life can feel heavy sometimes. So, whenever I have a free Sunday afternoon and the weather is nice, I go for a hike. There's a national park just 40 minutes from my house. I pack water, a sandwich, and my camera. I love walking on trails, listening to the birds, and taking photos of flowers and trees. Sometimes I invite friends, other times, I go alone and enjoy the silence. It's my way to disconnect and remember that the world is bigger than my office. 5. Board game nights. A few years ago, I joined a board game club. I didn't even know there were clubs for that. Now, every Wednesday evening, I meet with a group of people, some friends, some strangers, and we play board games for hours. Some nights it's Monopoly or Clue, other nights we try new games like Catan or Ticket to Ride. I love the competition, the laughs, and the little victories. I also love that, for a few hours, we are not scrolling our phones, we are talking, planning, laughing, and eating pizza. 6. Learning new skills just for fun. I believe leisure time is also for learning, but learning without pressure. Last year, I took a photography course on weekends. Now, when I travel or go hiking, I take my camera and try to capture the best shots. Next month, I want to try a pottery class. I don't care if my bowls are ugly, the fun is in making them. Sometimes people think hobbies must become side businesses. But for me, they are just hobbies, small adventures that bring me joy. 7. Lazy days are okay too. Of course, not every free day is productive. Sometimes, my favorite leisure activity is doing nothing at all. On rainy days, I stay in bed with tea and watch an entire season of a series on Netflix. Or I take a nap in the afternoon. Or I scroll TikTok for hours and laugh at silly videos. I used to feel guilty about it, I should be doing something useful. But now I know, rest is useful too. 8. Holidays and mini getaways. When I have a long weekend, I plan a mini trip. Sometimes I visit my parents in Sydney. Sometimes I rent a cabin by the coast with friends. We play beach volleyball, cook together, or sit around a fire and tell stories. Travel, for me, is a special kind of leisure. It combines adventure, rest, and surprise. 9. The little things. Some leisure activities don't need money or plans. Calling an old friend just to chat. Listening to a podcast while cooking. Dancing in the living room. Playing guitar for my plants. Yes, I talk to my plants. I think the best free time is not about big events, but the small moments that make life lighter. 10. How I protect my leisure time. When I was younger, I thought being busy was a sign of success. Now, I believe protecting my leisure time is a sign of health. So, I put me time in my calendar, like an appointment. I say no to extra work when I can. I remind myself that hobbies are not a waste of time. 11. What about you? So tell me. What do you do when no one is watching? What hobby makes you lose track of time? Is there something new you'd like to try, just for fun? My advice: find little things that make you smile, even on a busy week. Play, rest, laugh, make something with your hands. Call it leisure, hobby, pastime, it doesn't matter. It's your gift to yourself. 12. My dream. One day, I'd love to open a small craft cafe, a place where people can drink coffee, read books, paint mugs, make candles, play board games, and relax. So, that's my story. My work pays the bills, but my hobbies feed my soul.